Yo, this is your boy DJ Tim flying the drive-by. You just reached the sports chamber, locked and loaded with my main man Andrew and my main man Eric, and yours truly, DJ Tim Fly. Get ready for 60 minutes of non-stop sports action. Let's go. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
Yo,
ready to roll.
Good, man.
Can't wait till we get this headache down, Pat.
Hey, we get it, man. We're gonna get it. I must say, I give you guys some credit, y'all, with this being our first episode, y'all. A sports audience has been a challenge for us to get this thing up and rolling. I give much respect to guys who are in technology and sound and audio and even computer information systems and stuff like that, man, because this stuff is really, how would I say, tedious.
I miss them days when you look at the directions. The directions tell you how to do it. Bam, bam, bam. Nowadays, it's directions and then some. It's like...
Well, we want to kick the show off with something exciting. We want to try to talk about what the past week of NFL football just passed. What's new on the agenda?
Yo, we're going to start. Let's start off, man. We're going to talk about those Browns and Broncos, man. What y'all?
Eric, we can't hear you, buddy. You got to talk up.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Browns and the Broncos, man.
Your phone. You got to get close to your phone, buddy.
The Browns and the Broncos.
Okay, the Browns and the Broncos. All right.
Yeah, we had a score 17-14.
17-14.
That game, man.
I said beginning of the season, I think the Browns are a real dark horse. They got all the talent, but everybody shrugs them off as just the Browns. They beat a decent team, nothing great, but it's a decent team, but they beat them with a lot of backups. So to be expected. I thought the score was to be expected.
Well, that says a lot about the Browns' depth because, they first two starting running backs, both of their running backs, Chubb and Hunt, are starting running backs. Hunt used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs before he got into the domestic violence situation. He was a starter. He was leading the league in rushing. So, and when that happened, Dearness Williams came right on in and picked the torch up, man. He carried that thing, man. That was a hell of a game last Thursday night. Man.
Hey, you know what? He reminded me of old school football running, man. Back when how can I say Emmitt Smith days.
Emmitt Smith, right?
Hey, in case y'all don't know, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I'm gonna bring up some Cowboys, but I gotta go back to the days of the Broncos. Terrell Davis.
Eric, I think you need to turn your volume up. We can't hear you, buddy.
Go back to this man's days.
Exactly.
Oh, man,
I would at least say, so we talk about the Browns, say Jim Brown or something like that.
Yeah, Earl Campbell, Jim Brown, a real running back, man. Not a running back that had probably the best offensive line ever.
Well, I cannot.
I said Terrell Davis, man. Terrell Davis, Broncos.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't not dismiss Emmitt because he is an all-time leading rusher. Come on now,
no doubt.
He's one of the greatest running back there is. But I'm just saying he had to say Emmitt. It just had to be a point of emphasis. Anything good, the Cowboy did it. Anything the best, Cowboy did it.
You start from the best, then you work your way down.
Well, that definitely wouldn't be y'all. You should be talking about somebody like the Patriots or Pittsburgh or somebody like that. I don't know about the Cowboys.
Well, look. Getting back to that game, though, man, they was missing both their running backs, like you said. They were missing the whole offensive backfield. Baker Mayfield didn't play the game.
No. And I like the way the quarterback handled himself. I know his name, Casey Keenum. Yeah, he played for Denver. He was a former Bronco, and he also played a year with the Skins. So now in the Washington football team. So he did a good job of managing the game. And see, that's just a testament of good football teams. They don't need quarterbacks to try to carry the team on their back. All they need is for the quarterbacks to protect the ball.
That's true. I mean, but I got to look at it though. I got to look at it this. I mean, Browns, they're good. They are right. To me, they are right. They, um, but Broncos 3-4. So how much credit can we really give them? You know,
Really, you can give them a lot of credit
they
because
ain't Cowboys. I ain't.
you can give the Broncos a lot of credit. Anybody who's we actually going from the first quadrant of the season to the second quadrant of the season. If you're 3-4 and you lost to a quality team, you're still a good team because you're playing. Broncos played some soft schedule, but they played some quality teams that they beat too. Now you must remember that they had Teddy Bridgewater out for a couple games too. But a complete testament to me, Cleveland is built the way a team should be built. Cleveland kind of reminds me of Tennessee and Baltimore a little bit. So they built on both sides of the ball.
Actually, they got a good hard-nosed defense. I like their defense.
Uh-huh.
So what's the next team we want to talk about now?
Oh man, we got those Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay came out on top 24-10.
Andrew, I'm gonna let you take this one first.
Well, first of all, let me let everyone know, man. We got two Washington football team fans, and you got one Cowboy over here, which is me, of course. So we let those Washington football fans take it first.
See, this is what I love about sports nuts. I can joke with somebody about their team losing the game, and they'll lose it. They'll lose it. But when my team loses a game, I post the own joke my damn self because you're not gonna get at me at this point. I mean, you just not. We've had every kind of player on our team in the last almost 30 years, every kind of coach, every kind of system, none of us work. It's the top that's poison, man. It's poison up top. Matter of fact, these women, the accusers, they're demanding that the findings of this big investigation be made public. But until this investigation is done and they clean house in the top, the bottom, I mean, it trickles down. It trickles down. That's all I can say. I mean, we've had the talent, we've had the coaching, but yeah, year after year, we might get to the playoffs and lose a game. I mean, but that's about all we've had for the last 30 years. It's at the top.
It's funny how when you winning, you can't do no wrong. But when you're losing, you did it, everything.
You got to win first, right?
Huh?
You got to win first, right?
Right, but this is the thing. Everybody loves a winner. And if they winning, they can't do no wrong. But if they're losing, it's either the coaches, it's either the top, it's either the team. Bottom line, when you lose, everybody sucks. So the point of it is, to me, really, I think Daniel Snyder is a good owner. Now, maybe he might have mishandled this situation or whatever the case may be, but you being an owner and you over tons of people or you over a certain amount of people, you cannot control the actions of everyone you come across. Now, you can make some decisions and decide to cut bait with them or decide to cut weight, but you cannot control everything. And if you're the one at fault, then you need to pay the price for that. But I really don't think any of that is Daniel Snyder's fault because Daniel Snyder is the ultimate Redskins fan. He's always been the type of owner to give coaches what they needed.
So, Tim, let me ask you this, man. We both served in the Navy, right? So if that ship went down, we out to sea, wherever we at. If that ship go down, who are they gonna blame? They gonna blame the seaman, or they gonna blame the captain of the ship?
Well, we already know they're gonna blame the captain, but what we're talking about,
the captain got to take responsibility. It's on the head.
Yeah, we understand that.
That's just like a Washington football fan. They're gonna deflect everything. Oh, it wasn't me. Oh, you're the captain.
What? I've been saying this from the top.
What?
No,
that's just like a Washington football fan. What?
The atmosphere that was created at the top is why we are where we are. You got women lined up with lawsuits against this franchise. It's not against the players. It's not against the coaches. It's against the people up top. One thing we already know, Bruce Allen is sitting there emailing pictures of naked cheerleaders on the Redskins.
All right, guys. I don't know what your problem is because it seems like, let me hit y'all with something. Now, I don't know if y'all think that the NFL is some social glee club, but if you really want to look at it, you can uncover some scandals in every one of those teams. We all dealing with a bunch of misogynistic, egotistical, manly mansmen. We had a problem with Michael Sam getting in the league, but this the issue. Since now we're in a politically correct era, let's not act like these things are just happening or it's just happening in one franchise. This is happening the whole NFL. So what I'm saying is now people are starting to tell, people are starting to expose things, and people are starting to be exposed. You also know we're on this Me Too movement. When one person want to sue, the whole world want to sue. Now, if nobody deserves to be mistreated or taken advantage of, and if they're taken advantage of, then something needs to be done about it. Same thing with Deshaun Watson. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon because one person wanted to sue, or maybe two or three. Now you got 20-something people. Come on now. This is ridiculous.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. I mean, we won our last Super Bowl in 91. It was 30 years ago.
Yes.
Why? Your version of why?
Because that's how life falls in rotation. Some team never won the Super Bowl. So what are you talking about? It's just
and there's reasons. What are the reasons? I ain't worried about other teams. Why haven't we done nothing in 30 years?
Because it's not our time yet.
That's something. That's the answer.
Yes.
It's not our time.
No.
Well, why has it been the Patriots' time year after year? Kansas City on the road. I mean, why is it certain Green Bay? You know, they might not go to the Super Bowl every year, but they got a damn good team every year.
Okay.
Why is it on the suck ass road?
Yeah, but for the same reason. Why? How long did it take the Patriots? How many years they've been in the league before they won a damn Super Bowl? Did you talk about that? The Patriots. The Patriots. Huh? You can't answer that. About 50 damn years before they even won the damn Super Bowl. So
we both know it hasn't been 50 years, but my point is, when you build a team and you put it out there, that's a reflection of everything you've done that year, and to some extent over the previous few years. Why ain't we been to a Super Bowl in 30 damn years, man? You can't just say, not our time. There's a reason.
And you know what? I got to agree with him. It is, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of little things that, you know, like I said, it starts with the head. It starts with the owner.
And don't you smile when you say this shit either, because it's been 25 years for y'all. So,
hey, listen. I mean, let me explain about sports or team sports, especially football. Football, NFL, it's about, okay, we know you can't win the Super Bowl every year, but you can't tell that to the Patriots because that's how they basically thought they could win it every year. But guess what? It's about if my team, the Cowboys, we're gonna get on the field and compete. I'm talking about go to the playoffs. Well, we only been there a few times. It's the 90s.
I don't know what the hell you're trying to prove. What point are you trying to make right now?
It's about competing. You got to compete. But if you got a team that can't compete, then now you need to look at, now you really, at least we can get on the field and compete.
We're in the salary cap era now. We are in the salary cap era now. You're going to run your ship right, or you're going to run it into the ground.
Right, that's true. I give it to you. You're right.
Let me hit you with something. Let me see if I can get y'all out of y'all emotions for a minute. This is football. This ain't about emotions. Listen to this. The New England Patriots. That's the reason. The New England Patriots was established November 16, 1959. Their first season was in 1960. When did they win the Super Bowl? In 2002, right? 2001 season, 2002. How many damn years they been in before they won it? How many years they've been in the Super Bowl, got their ass kicked, and still didn't win? I'm telling you, you're playing against real live professional football players. How many years Green Bay sucked in between the 60s and when they started winning again in the 90s? How many years did so many teams didn't do a damn thing? Have the Cleveland Browns ever won a Super Bowl? When was the last time Kansas City won a Super Bowl before they won one a couple years ago? It's the rotation of a thing. Your time ain't coming until your damn time coming. When the hell you ever seen the Golden State Warriors win a damn back-to-back championships? They ain't never won shit. But now, all of a sudden, a couple years ago, they kicking ass. They can't be stopped. When it's your time, it's your time. I don't give a damn what you say.
You're right. You're right.
Bottom line. This is
Hey, but I guess, hey, I guess y'all time is so long, but y'all get frustrated.
how in the hell can you talk, cowgirl? You
That's
saying
what I'm
that thing,
saying.
it ain't your time yet. Now,
I disagree with him, but how you can talk down there at the bottom of my screen, I don't know.
Hey, actually, it's not what you did last year. It's what you can do for me now. You say, Brown, what can you do for me now? What we doing right now? How about that?
now I can say this. Cowboys look like they're probably the first, second, or maybe the third best team in the league right now. They peaking. They looking exactly like a damn championship team looking. Exactly. But you also remember the last quadrant of this season, NFC East play all rivals. And I love it. So you don't know who the hell's winning because everybody's going to try to play spoiler. But
You know what we're saying? You know what we're saying when we watch the Dallas Cowboys play? We're seeing reruns. This ain't a new season. It's a rerun. It's a rerun. How many times have we seen the Dallas?
Rerun.
How many times first half of the season,
Rerun?
Cowboys come out, they winning. We going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl. Then the second half of the season, hits. Oh damn, man! The fuck's going on?
I tell you what.
Andrew, that was when Romo was the quarterback. Andrew, hey, Eric, Andrew.
He had a headache that last game. We couldn't win that. He had a headache. Come on, man.
I tell you what.
Hey, Eric.
I'm going to give you a invitation to the bandwagon. I'm giving it out now, so you better take it early. Don't wait till we get to the playoffs. Or I'm a Cowboy fan, because that's what you guys do. That's what you do.
Let me tell you something about your bandwagon.
You
can take your bandwagon. I'll walk.
Well, see, that's your problem. This is Washington football team problem. You don't want to get on the bandwagon. See, I'm giving you a chance to be a winner. See, you've been losing so long, you don't know how to win. Sometimes you got to be a winner. You got to join them. If you can't beat them, you join them.
All right, I can't believe y'all.
You know 1997, right?
No, they
can't beat them.
They won the Super Bowl since '95. They haven't won the Super Bowl since '95.
Hey, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Tennessee, Kansas Chiefs. Tennessee 27, Kansas Chiefs 3. Man, what is going on over there?
Like I tell you,
timing
is everything.
Real quick. Somebody just mentioned the first, second, third best teams in the NFL. That's the best team in the AFC, and I think it's probably the best team, the second best team in the NFL right now.
Hold on. Who are you talking about? Who?
The Titans.
I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
See,
I mean, who they beat just last week and the week before that? They not.
No. Actually, I gotta agree with them on that because Tennessee,
there's somebody you guys not paying attention to, and there's somebody down in the AFC North who kicked the shit out of Baltimore yesterday. You better watch Cincinnati. Zach Taylor,
Cincinnati,
coach of that team. Okay? So you can sit up here and sleep all you want to. Okay, Tennessee is a great team. They built just like Cleveland. But guess what? Cincinnati built the same way. Zach Taylor, Miami Dolphin, hard-nosed coach, hard-nosed team. Watch them.
Okay, we're gonna watch because until you do something, until you win something, hey.
Do you know what Cincinnati's record is?
Tennessee. Okay, that's Tennessee is proven. They've proven. They've been there last year. They've been there the year before. You've got to be proven. Cincinnati hasn't proved me anything. They haven't shown anything. Until you get, let's see what they do when playoff time comes.
Well, you're pretty funny.
To me.
You're pretty funny because the Bengals are kicking the hell out of everybody. Let me tell you the games they played. Let me tell you the games they played, young man.
I know I won some money off of Green Bay covering against them and beating them 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, hey, Cincinnati's kicking the shit out of people. I don't know what y'all looking at. Cincinnati's 5-2.
Yeah. Hey, what was that Green Bay Cincinnati score?
Hey, let's finish up. Let's finish up with the Kansas City and Tennessee.
All right, let's go.
Okay. What the question is? What's going on with Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes? Because it's not looking too good over there.
Well, they still have a problem with their offensive line, and Tyreek Hill is ailing. And they missed some key components on their team as well. Now, but it's again, when the NFL, when they figure out your scheme, it tends to catch up with you. Okay. It's about timing and everything else because Kansas City defense is sucking right now. Okay, and their offense struggling too. Mahomes haven't been playing very good games. Even when he played the Washington football team last week, if the Washington football team had somewhat of a decent offense, they would have lost the game. They're sputtering. Their defense is the problem, and their offense is struggling, which goes to show when your time is open, the doors open, when the doors open, you have to go through it. Right now, they got to get it together. They're still struggling on defense big time, and the offense.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I see from the Kansas City Chiefs. First of all, I see Patrick Mahomes, or the offensive coordinator Patrick Mahomes. He don't trust his line. I noticed that the run game is basically near minimum. They have a minimum run game, and I believe that because they trust in Patrick more than they trust in their line and their running game.
Not true.
They need to trust. They need to trust their. They need to trust their running game.
Not true. Not true.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire out as well, man.
Right.
He's been out of lineup like 3 weeks.
Let me tell you now, Kansas City's woes started. They were sputtering. They didn't start sputtering until they lost those two tackles, the left and the right tackle, and they came in the Super Bowl, and Tampa with their defensive line obliterated them. So let's fix the problem is they never addressed those problems in their offseason. So they got a problem. Their offensive line is still a problem on offense, and their defense sucks, period. So that's where the issue is, that line. It only proves to show that if you don't have a line, you can't run the ball. And I don't give a damn how good your quarterback is. If you can put pressure on him, he's going to look like crap. Next team.
All right, next team we got Falcons and Dolphins. Falcons 38.
Well, I expected the Falcons to win this game pretty much. Dolphins, they're down in the dang on dumps. I don't know what's going on with Brian Flores over there, but he better do something with the quarterback situation. They still hoping about Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson ain't playing this year. They need to get them another quarterback. They better make a trade and better make one quick.
In fact, I don't even think he's playing this year. I don't even think he's going to play for.
Dolphins got me all kinds of messed up. They brought in some serious talent in the offseason, and none of it's showing. And personally, on the quarterback situation, why don't they just give Tua a damn chance? I mean, it's not like he's going out there and sucking, and it's only his second year. Well, but they so fascinated with Deshaun Watson for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, with Tua, their offense is pedestrian at best. For some reason, they're not stretching the ball down the field the way they should. Remember, they were a playoff team last year, so Brian Flores believes in running the ball, and they also believe in playing defense. But for some reason, the run game hasn't been clicking the way it is, and the defense is not. The defense is a good defense, but it's wearing down. So they're doing like the Washington football team. They're doing 3 and out and wearing out on defense. What's next, Eric?
We got the Patriots and the Jets. Patriots 54-13.
Now I expected the Patriots. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, you got a Patriots team that's 3-4, and a Jets team that's 1-5.
Yeah, I believe that the Zach Wilson is out. He has a knee surgery, and they had to make a quick trade. Joe Flacco was traded from the Broncos for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
This week. So Joe Flacco played with Jets last year, a couple years ago. So he pretty much knows the system, but I'm not sure because they got a new offensive coordinator there. But also, I expected the Patriots to beat them, but not beat them that good. I don't think.
You put up 50 points on an NFL team, man. That just.
But this is Jets we talking about. That offense, they lost Zach Wilson. So.
Oh, I know.
So they have quarterbacks.
The argument is who's the worst team in the NFL, and the Jets are right there with the Texans.
Right.
And the Jaguars.
But you got to look at it. You got to look at it also. Patriots is not a bad team because to me, the way they could have beat Tampa Bay. I mean, it was just that close, And so, to me, with that young quarterback, man, they're looking good. I really think they're gonna make the playoffs. I got them in the playoffs.
Well,
I do too. I agree with you 100%. I think as the season goes, the Pats are going to get better and better. They got a rookie quarterback. But one thing everybody forgot last year, and they thought, well, Brady's gone, they're going to suck. They had something like 8 NFL starters on defense that opted out last year. They didn't even play.
Oh yeah, that's
total players. But remember this. This is the most important part. Now, let's just be honest. Tampa would have blown New England the hell out during that game if it wasn't raining. It was the elements was the thing that kept that game close.
I believe that. I believe that too. Yeah, right.
So don't give them. I wouldn't give New England that much damn credit. Next,
but no, that game helped build their confidence, and that's just like when the Cow. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when the Cowboys played their first opening game, it was against Tampa Bay.
Okay, why you gotta compare Cowboys? Why is it always the Cowboys?
Because that game, by the way we played that game, it showed us flashback of the '90s team. So I'll leave that right there.
Bullshit. But was no raining either. But when they played New England, it was raining. But remember, let's look at the AFC. You said that they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't think they will, because teams like teams like San Diego gonna make the playoff. Tennessee gonna make the playoff. Baltimore gonna make the playoff. Okay. Cincinnati gonna make the playoffs. How many teams that in 1, 2, 3, 4? Who else? Cleveland perhaps might make the playoffs. Okay, that's 5. What's another team that's playing?
You're missing something though.
The Raiders. Look at the Raiders. You can only get 7 teams in. 7
but you're missing a key element.
What's that?
Who's coming out of the AFC East? That's their path right there.
Who you think coming? Buffalo. Hard.
Yeah, you got right.
I'm gonna tell you how the playoff team's gonna be right now in the AFC. San Diego, Tennessee. Hey, let me tell you how the playoff team. The LA Chargers, Tennessee Titans, Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, the Las Vegas Raiders, and Buffalo Bills. What do you think about that pick for the AFC?
I like all except I'm swapping the Pats in for the Raiders.
You swapping who for who?
The Patriots for the Raiders.
Raiders got a much better record than
you. Asked me who I got.
Okay, all right. You must have see how Raiders been playing since they got rid of John Gruden.
I've seen it, and it's
actually
they playing too. Because I thought they were gonna start losing. I ain't gonna lie, they fooled me. They pulled it together.
I believe by John Gruden leaving, it actually allowed them to play freely.
Exactly.
That's just my opinion. I believe, yeah.
So you telling me New England gonna replace the Raiders?
Yes, I am.
With a weak the only team right now with Kansas City, and then so you mean to tell me now Kansas City might still have a chance to get in there, and Denver they ain't too bad, but Kansas City right now they ain't looking too good, but they got a chance to get in there. You mean to tell me these teams I just mentioned in the AFC East, New England Patriots gonna get in the playoffs?
You know what,
Eric? What do you think about the AFC? Who gonna get in the AFC playoffs?
Hold on, Eric. Hold on, Eric. He keeps asking me the same question, and I keep giving the same answer. Yes, I am.
Okay, that's fine. You entitled to your opinion, but I guarantee you, Patriots ain't going no damn place.
Okay,
because they're one of them teams that play good games, but they still get the L.
And I don't believe. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to Giants and Panthers. Giants 25-3.
That kind of shocked me, simply because half the Giants rosters is hurt. Literally, they're starting their third receiver as the first receiver, and Barkley was supposed to come back. He ain't come back. Man, they were literally missing damn near half the team.
And I can say I'm a little surprised too, because Panthers proved that they're nothing without McCaffrey. Because when McCaffrey healthy, they can't be stopped. When McCaffrey is out, they don't have a running back who can step in and fill the running game. It's like they go away from what they usually do that makes them successful. And for the Giants to beat them like that, oh man, that says that they sucking on offense with Donald right now. What you say, Eric?
Wow, no, that's yeah. I well, that just tells you about the NFL period, man. That just tells you about the NFL period. That any given Sunday, that any team can show up. That just shows you Giants, man. I didn't think they were gonna win a game this year. They were looking that bad. I'm sorry, Giants fan, but I'm a Cowboy, so yeah.
You stupid. All right, what's next?
All right, we got. All right, we just did Giants. Oh man, I lost my screen, man. Somebody help me out. Y'all got anything over there?
Now,
You got Raiders and Eagles. Go Raiders, Eagles, 33-22, since we were talking about the Raiders.
I'm telling you, what's the Raiders record right now? 5-2?
I think so.
Okay, Raiders is a force to be reckoned with now because they got Josh Jacobs back there. And them boys, Crosby and them other boys on that doggone side of that defense, them boys playing lights out. So with that team clicking and then Carr finally starting to play more mature and not being a gunslinger and turning the ball over, it's allowing the Raiders to really dominate teams. And the Eagles, to me, the Eagles are struggling. I think the Eagles made a mistake when they traded away Zach Ertz from Cincinnati. I mean, to the Arizona Cardinals, because Ertz, he balled out as soon as he got in the game. So they can try to say it's a player all the time, but sometimes it's just a play calling in the system.
They love Goddard so much, but I mean, Ertz, I haven't seen him take a step back. I don't understand why they did that either.
Right, because really, Philly should use the 2 tight end set and dominate.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but Philly's problem is play calling because they got some great running backs in Miles Sanders and Boston Scott that they won't use. And the guys, when Miles Sanders touched the rock, that jumper get 10, 12 yards a pop. They just want to go away from it. And they're not even actually helping putting Hurts in a situation where he can be successful. They're not pounding that rock. But they did lose Brandon Graham on the other side of the ball, but the defense is average at best. So that's not helping either. So I think it's just their lack of running the ball. They have the same problem the Washington football team have.
And speaking of, they went from, 5 years ago, arguably the worst offensive line in football to at least one of the top 5 offensive lines in football today. That's the strength of their team.
Who you mean, the Eagles?
Yeah.
Well, the Eagles used to have one of the best ones about 3-4 years ago when they won the Super Bowl, and they used to run the ball down your throat.
Right. But right after that, it just went down. I mean, it went into the dumpster. But now, fast forward to now, they right back up there with the offense, man. Ain't nothing to play with.
Well, it's just like anything. You can have all the weapons, but if you don't know how to wield them, it don't make a difference. What's next on the agenda, Eric?
Hey, fellas, we got to pay some bills, man. We got to get our sponsor in there, man. This show is sponsored today by Elite Athletic Performance Training. Don't be average, be elite. All right. And this is the Sports Chamber, locked and loaded with Andrew, Eric, and Tim. Let's get it. All right. Our next one up is we already said Raiders and Eagles. What's that one let's go with Bengals and Ravens. We already talked about them.
No. Now I did mention them, but we
mentioned them, but we didn't talk about them.
Yes. I want to caution you. I'm going to tell you guys this again. Cincinnati went in Baltimore, where it's very hard to beat Baltimore, and bludgeon the Ravens. Now, you don't see that happen often in Baltimore. I've been to those games personally. And that was a big time surprise. And Lamar Jackson was so shell-shocked, he don't know what hit him. But it shows if they lose him as a player, the team's going to go down. But they did a good job of containing him. Even though he threw a great pass to Hollywood Brown, he played good. The rest of the team sucked.
You still there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he done froze up. Look, that's the only time he's going to get him.
You guys hear me? Hey, guys. Hey, guys.
I seen Tim, you back? I've seen plenty of teams looking good during the regular season, but come time to playoffs.
Your mic is muted. His mic is muted.
Tim, Mike.
Now, Eric, what you're saying, Eric, what you're saying is very, very true. A lot of teams look good during the regular season. That's true. But we only talk about it week by week, can we?
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. Let's not. Hey, we're not going to crown them. Who's it? Denny Green? We're not going to crown them.
Well, we ain't gonna crown.
Go ahead and crown.
You want to crown the Cowboys. You want to crown the Cowboys, but you don't want to crown nobody else.
Cowboys are proven. I'm a true Cowboy because we are proven.
Okay.
Whoa, brother.
Hold on, stop. Eric, how many kids you got? Eric, how many kids you got?
How many rings we got?
Count
the rings, and that'll tell you.
How many children do you have? How many children do you have?
How many rings we got?
How many children do you have?
Tim, how many rings we got?
See,
answer the question.
Andrew, you got five kids.
See, that's your problem. A Washington football team, a fan. I just asked you how many rings I got. Answer the question.
5.
You can't handle the truth. 5. You can't handle the truth.
Now, how many children you got? Eric, you ain't got to think on this, man.
Just answer your question, Andrew.
I'm not.
You got 5 kids.
5 kids, man. Now, was any of them 5 kids breathing air since you won your 5th Super Bowl ring?
Hell no.
No.
What? Hey, we look into the future. We look to the future.
Y'all been looking
to the future. We see Super Bowl champs. We see it. We already see it. We believe it. We already got tickets. We already got Super Bowl tickets. We already got Super Bowl tickets. How about that?
Look, we talking about the Ravens and the Bengals. Now, right. I need to set something clear for people in sports nuts, because we got a number of Raven fans. One thing on this hand, some of y'all are saltier and more sensitive than any fucking Dallas fan I've ever seen in my life. I thought the Cowboy fan base was it, but y'all pushing these dudes. Y'all giving these dudes a run for the money. On the other hand, to have them tell it, I only say something when the Ravens lose, which isn't true, because the fact of the matter is, I say it about my own team as much as any other team. I like the Ravens. Outside of the Washington football team, that's my team, hands down, no questions asked. But there's 2 teams that I actually like to see win. I like to see the Saints win, and I like to see the Ravens win. So, all this sensitive shit that y'all doing, I had somebody go in on me Sunday because I posted something, and they turned it into, it was about them. That's the part that kills me. They said down that the post was directed at them, like it was personally at them. The backstory is, I went over a friend of mine's house that I used to go to high school with. A bunch of us got together Saturday night playing cards. She's a huge Ravens fan. We had to hear about the Ravens all night long. So if it was directed at anybody, it was directed at her. But I just want to get that out of the way. I don't hate the Ravens. Stop this shit. Stop being so in your feelings. Damn.
I like the Ravens
that's football for you.
Now the next team. What's the next team we talking about?
We got Raiders. We got Raiders and Eagles. Raiders 33, Eagles 22.
We already did them.
Okay. Rams and Lions. Rams 28, Lions 19.
Okay, that actually was the quarterback reunions game. Quarterback reunion bowl.
Oh yeah, the swap. Yeah, the
golf
swap meet.
Golf for Stafford, but really, I don't think either one that made the Rams any better anyway, because of the fact that if that was the case, the golf, they would have been playing better with the Lions. It's just saying the organization sucked. It sucked. So Vic already been a great coach, so they're gonna win any damn way. So Rams are playing. Let's just see. They trying to knight them as a Super Bowl contender. Let's see what the hell they do during the playoffs.
Let me say this about that trade, because a lot of people, I remember when the trade happened, they're like, well, the first round picks the Lions get don't even start till next year. Y'all got to understand why they did that. They bring in Foles. The team is depleted. they knew they didn't want your first round pick this year, because they knew that, the team is depleted. They trying to build for the future. And that's why they put those picks off. Is get through this year. You're going to have a crap record, arguably the worst record. Those picks mean a lot more at that point.
Why would they not get a pick this year if they could?
Because if you're getting a pick this year, why do you want to use that and make your team better this year?
Why? So you can tank. What are you saying? They trying to tank to get a better pick?
I'm saying exactly.
So basically, get a better pick. So yeah,
that's what you got. Now next year, instead of having one first rounder, you got two, and you can start building your team back up. Well, this year was a wash to begin with.
Well, Andrew, you just proved my point. What I talked about years ago, why the Washington football team ain't did shit in years. Look now, how many years have the damn Lions had terrible teams? Every damn year they one of the top 5 picks. So goddamn, every year they should have a first rounder. They should be kicking everybody's ass. That shit don't work when you tank people. It works when you get a culture change. It works when you get a damn coach in there who can get their damn snatch their team by the damn collar, take control of the team, and have a firm.
I've been talking about the culture change from jump, and you talking about some cycles.
It is about cycles too, but you got to understand something. Everything is about cycles. So you got to remember. You got to have some damn, you got to be at the right coach at the right time for the right damn era. So, the way football is playing now, certain teams who winning now, they're winning now. But if they go back to playing the way they used to play in the 90s, certain teams wouldn't have a chance to do certain things. So, but I'm telling you, if that's the case, you say the Lions going to tank to get a better round pick, for draft pick shit, they've been doing that every damn year, and they still ain't did shit. So what's the Lions' problem? Why they ain't never been in the Super Bowl?
Because there's something else wrong. The culture of the team. There's something in there that's obviously not working because they bad every year.
Listen, and this should sum it up. And actually, I gotta agree with Tim. It's about a cycle. It's about when it's your time. Because when it's your time, everything's gonna align. That means the GM, the owner, the players, the coaches, everything's going to align, even down to the water boy. Everything's going to be in alignment. And that's when you start winning, then you're going to be like, man, why we start winning now? Let me ask you this. Why is Cleveland start winning now? Why did last couple of years? Why all those times before they've been losing? All of a sudden now, why now they start winning?
Exactly.
Because they got a team. But let's flip it around. Why doesn't Detroit ever win?
It didn't make no damn sense.
Why did Detroit lose year after year?
Okay, well, let's look back at it.
Just not their time yet.
All right. Well,
right. And basically, you can say that. Right. It's not their time. When it's your time, it's your time to shine.
Exactly. Now, because I remember before Seattle Seahawks even went to the damn Super Bowl, they wasn't never worth a damn. But when they got the doggone beast mode in there and damn, well, even before then, when they got Tim Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander, and you got your boy Mike Holman coming there and start coaching from Green Bay, it was their time. Then they went down a little bit. Then they came right back in there. Pete Carroll.
Is it their time, or is it because of the people that they got in there?
It's a combination of both.
It's all wrapped in one.
Hey, just
all wrapped in one.
Heads up, we got about 15 minutes left of this show, and we ain't even got through what we said was the first thing.
Right.
Don't worry, we got one thing about the show, we got unlimited time, so it don't matter.
All right,
Sports takes us 2 hours.
Hey, let's go. Let's go Cardinals. Let's go Cardinals in Texas. Cardinals 31, Texans 5.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Cardinals sitting at 7-0, and the Texans 1-6.
And I think the Cards have the best team in the NFL right now, but didn't the Texans get out to a 5-0 lead? Wasn't that the score in the first quarter? Because I looked at it was. I watched that game. I flipped through the channel. 5-0. Damn.
This is the NFL though.
1-5.
Right. But you know what? With the Cardinals, and see, this is another example. See, I look at everything, and like Kyler Murray. Kyler, he was a winner. He won. This kid was a winner. So you put him in a system You put was it their coach name was it Kingsbury? What's his name?
Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, he was a win. So you get these dynamics of energies together, man. You get winner when that's why I say, man, winning is contagious. That's why people want to get a winner. They want to be around a winner. You see that's what happens when you put winners together. You see people that's going to win, that people with good work ethic. Then you get stuff like this with the Cardinals 7-0.
Now check it out.
They loaded up
See,
on talent. They loaded up on talent off season, and that defensive line, those defensive end bookends they got. Whew.
But there's a ton of teams that's loaded up with
Yeah,
talent, but they can't put it together. Hell,
Yeah, but we talking about
it's true, and that's what.
So check it out. Let's see who the Cardinals beat this year. Their record so far. They beat the Titans 38-13, week 1.
Oh wow! Hey, you know what? I give it was strength of schedule, right? This by beating the Titans. I gotta give.
But see,
I gotta
also,
give an A+ on that.
Let me run through the weeks real quick so we can get past it. They had a good game. They beat the Vikings by 1, 34-33. They beat the heck out of the Jaguars 31-19. They beat the Rams convincingly 37-20, convincingly, with Matthew Stafford. And they beat the 49ers in a good game, tough game, 17-10. And they beat the hell out of the Browns 37